Sagittarius, welcome to Larisa Lili Temperance. Today we're doing your general read for the month of July. This is for anyone, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus in the sign of Sag, also known as a general read. You guys will take what resonates. These are going to be spirit guidances, messages of messages that I channel prior to doing the reads for all signs. I usually like to tap into the energies, and usually it's more of a soul's transition. So these reads may not be for everyone, but you know, stay there. I do feel there's always a gem for everybody. So Sag, I decided to do some sound healing, starting and ending the reads. I'm gonna do them in threes because this is about manifestation and also Empress energy. This is about flow, and so the number 3 is also protection. And so this is about tapping into our intuition. Obviously, this is to tap into and to come into more into our bodies, our subconscious, our conscious, to help us with our intuitive guidance. But remember, you don't have to, your free will, you don't have to receive whatever spirit gives us here. And, you have free will whether to receive any of the messages or not. But this is about tapping more into your energies. Also, due to the fact that we've had all the cosmos shifts, I think this is necessary. It's been really difficult for a lot of people, and I've already done a lot of the reads, so I literally have you as my last fire sign to record. And I will say there is a theme with the fire signs, so you guys are very much in the 5s and 6 energy, at least with the collective that I am picking up. And remember, this is spirit guidance, so if you're past these energies, then this is not going to be your read. Please do keep in mind, tarot readers, we all carry different light frequencies, and so there's a tarot reader for every frequency. So I carry a lot of strong energy to be able to transmute shadows for people. That's really heavy energy, you guys. So these my readings tend to be very healing, especially if you guys have watched my love readings, know that they go very in depth in the shadows of people and in the energies, just because it's about truly healing love. And that's if you're in that frequency of it. Honestly, it does require a level of maturity, because these reads can easily be triggered if not in a receiving place, right? Not in a Empress energy place, gender side, you guys. Empress energy place where you're in a receiving space of being in a self-awareness. So these readings can, just require self-awareness. It may trigger those who don't want to hear anything, and just kind of only care about the positive and are not ready to deal with shadow work or anything to that nature. So it can easily trigger those folks, but there's a tarot reader for those folks when they're ready to tap into any shadow work. And they can, we're all allowed to be in the frequency we want to be. This is the reality we live. So we're just going to get into it. I feel like that message was important because I know the channel messages that are coming in, and I know I didn't give this speech for a lot of the reading. So the way my interests tend to be usually is already because of the energy I'm tapped into. So we're just gonna begin here. So just tap into your frequency and just kind of settle into your energy, Sag. Okay, Sag, so the first thing we're going to pull is going to be a surrendering energy for Sagittarius. Now, also, the main energy, if you guys have watched my last month's general read, the main energy, I pull the main energy with the tarot. I always want to see what the main energy from one card. I always ask Spirit. And your energy was 5 of Pentacles. And so the additional channel messages that came along with the Five of Pentacles was facing shadows, rejuvenate your energy. There's mental clutter for some of you, needing to think things through, and letting go is necessary. And there's a fool's approach necessary. The Fool, I see the Fool card, because there's a need to start over. So let's see what Sag needs to surrender for the month of July, please, Spirit. Thank you. Okay, Sag. So we've got surrender, stubbornness. And so if you're tensing up or taking a rigid stance about something, gently observe yourself and become more yielding. This will help you communicate more lovingly with others and yourself. And you know, so this is the stubbornness, I guess that's that Five of Pentacles main energy and feeling. So the Five of Pentacles feels a level of disconnection from people, right? Because we can feel abandoned. But I'm feeling, because of the stubbornness, this is a tension. There might be tensions with connections and relationships at the moment. And so that's why Spirit wants you to face your shadows. This is about rejuvenating your energy. So even if, let's say, some of you, I feel like, have to release some of that rigidness, that tensing, to be more in that Empress flow energy, to alleviate the tension, to see more clarity, because that energy tends to tense up and cloud our emotions. And so that's why I guess that channel message of mental clutter, right? So you're needing to think things through. Some of you are really truly needing to think things through, and the clutterness of that tightness, that tension in our mind really affects the clarity and the flow of the, you know, the circulation and the flow of the blood in your brain, and allowing you to actually clear the fog so you can think more lighter and clearly. So here with surrender to divine timing. And then we have sometimes divine timing may differ from your ego's timing. If a goal isn't manifesting fast enough according to your ego, be patient and trust your universal flow, right? Back with the flow. And so that is also the Five of Pentacles. There is a lack of patience with that Five of Pentacles. Probably like this, again, that discontent, dissatisfaction. That is needing to kind of be faced. It's a rejuvenation of energy, so it's going to take time. Facing shadows isn't easy, but there's a let go process, right? That's why Spirit said let go, it's necessary. So there's a let go process, and within time, then you will release the ego. The ego won't be in the forefront. You'll be more in the flow of your energy, more of your higher soul energy, and that's the flow, because your higher soul always wants to speak to you, always wants to call out to you, and your higher soul wants you to be in that fool's energy, like I said, and to start over. So this is the spiritual journey oracle. We're going to see what the transitions are for your soul right now. Wow. Void. There is a gap in time, space, or other perception during which things are working beneath the surface. So let it be. And so that's Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles has everything to do with void, right? Void. What is missing? What is it and then it's Pentacles in your 3D life. So there's like a space right now where some of you may be experiencing a sense of just missing something, and maybe some of you can't identify it, can't identify it, can identify it, but it's a space of really tapping into your body, and then kind of letting, I really do feel strong Empress energy and working with the flow of timing, because this is also, again, there is a gap in time and space or other perception. It's again with the perception, the mind, and the clutterness, right? Needing to think things through. So it's a timing thing. So Spirit, what other overarching energy for Sagittarius, please? Thank you. Humor. And so I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. Yes. So this is really to releasing that tension, and that's the humor, that's the focus, the shifting, lighting things up again. And that comes with laughter, humor. So this is a choice of kind of even laughing at your demons, you know, looking at it from a different perspective, challenging yourself to find still the lighter side of any situation, right? So Spirit, give me another overarching. This is the full moon energy. I want to see the full moon transition, because we had the full moon in Capricorn. So what is the full moon transition for Sagittarius? on have faith in your dreams. This is waxing crescent moon. So this is about obviously trusting the process again, right? So faith needs to be grown. When in the Five of Pentacles, you don't see anything. You really can't. When you're in the fives, there's so much uncertainty, discomfort. You can't see the light at the end of the tunnel sometimes. And it's just a season. It's a point in time. But we can sit in that point in time for a long time if we get stuck in that five. That's why it's so associated with the devil energy. And so also fives are the numbers usually are, to me, and that's how I like to read them, is usually the minor arcana of the major arcana. And the five in the major arcana is the Hierophant. The Hierophant can get very stuck on conventional thinking and not really allowing themselves to see outside of the box. And so this can be very confined as well. And then the Hierophant can be very serious, right? Because it's everything institutional, very strict, very, rigid in itself, right? And we were talking about, right, if you're tensing up and taking a rigid stance, that's very Hierophant, right, energy. And so this is about allowing the Hierophant energy to kind of allow some flow into the energy of laughter and joy. And again, not allowing yourself to expand in terms of how you view things. So we're going to pull two energies, main energies for your 3D environment and spiritual growth. And this is about personal growth. And usually I like the way these energies flow, because we'll see what's internally happening and spiritual transitions, but also how it's showing up in your 3D environment as well. And so what are the things that need to be transitioned in order to transmute what's in the outer world of our lives? So Spirit, give me the energies for the 3D environment for Sag. Spiritual growth. Yes, beautiful. So here in the bottom, I do see the Angel of Strength, which is I associate this with the Leo energy, and then we have Storm Warning. And I feel like this has a lot to do with dropping the ego. Again, Leo's a fixed sign, and so that energy can be very confined, and so allow the storms to happen, but you have to face them more out of a place of balance versus control. So here in your main energies for your 3D, and it makes sense, crown chakra and cornucopia. Cornucopia is everything. I mean, I'm really happy this card came out, Sag, because this is about your happiness. And so this is about getting clarity. And I feel like with the crown chakra, this is allowing the flow, because again, cornucopia has everything. It's abundance. It's also the 11 card, the awakening of it. And with the crown, this is a need to allow the time to awaken to your abundance, to what you desire in your life, whatever those transitions are, and whatever is affecting your 11, right? Your 11 stage in your life. Whether it's a job, relationships, family, all those things affect us. And so this is a constant reassessing in our space that needs to be done. So let's see what more energies for the 3D environments, spirit-wise. Crown chakra and cornucopia. 3D space for research. Let me put these back. I don't feel them. 3D space 4, Sag. 3D. Okay, yeah. Beautiful. And then the spiritual growth here for Sag. Ooh, my goodness, Sag. It's a lot. This Magician energy has really, really showed up a lot in the readings. But spiritually, there is a lot, because internally, there's a lot to be processed. And there goes a 5. That 5 of Pentacles shows up. like I said, Five of Pentacles, your main energy. So it is a mental struggle here. But this is going to be a lot. So we're going to get into your 3D right now. We'll do some clarifier. I want to do mirroring. I'm doing this layout for mirroring because we'll tend to see how much mirroring happens within our internal world and our outer world. So here you have the Nine of Pentacles, and this is the self. You know, everyone knows how much I love the nines, which is the major arcana of the Hermit. And any of the suits under the major arcana of the nine is still about the self. The Nine of Pentacles is again about your 3D world, where and how you're investing your energy, your time. And so here with the death energy makes sense because what his spirit said, letting go is necessary right now. And there are things to put to bed with the death energy to transform. And this is about transforming you. And again, how you're investing your energy, your emotions, you guys, but on a physical level. What is disturbing? What is disturbing your happiness? What is that void to make these transitions in your life? And a lot of times there's a space in the internal world. Clearly there's a lot that affects what happens in our 3D world, how we approach, moving forward in our jobs. Sometimes we're not in the mood, sometimes I'm feeling an energy of not even caring when you go to work and you're like, I don't even want to say hi to people. Like, I'm just in this space right now where I kind of just need to be. And so what happens is how that shows up also on the outer aspects of that environment specifically is people can project a lack of enthusiasm, motivation, drive, but it could also just be a season. And so all of our emotions can project can communicate different things at different points. And this is where we need to be mindful, because we also need to be mindful of the effects, the nines, right? The investment of it and how it affects what's to transition 2 months from now, 3 months from now, just because of that one projection. It takes a while for that energy to transmute. That's why divine timing is always a case when it comes to law of attraction, to manifesting, because the energy plays out based off of our energetic field and what we projected. And so that frequency can take a little bit of time to, I would say like it, God, what's the word I'm looking? To transmute and transmute and communicate the vibrancy that it needs to shift to. So here again, waiting game, you guys, Two of Wands. And this is needing to make decisions, but it is a waiting game because this is about divine timing again. And faith is a huge part of this, because remember, we had the main moon energy of having faith in your dreams. So there's a need to focus on your faith, the void, whatever it is. So let's see what the crown chakra spirit, give me more on this crown chakra here. Two of Pentacles, and this is a lot in the mind. So there's an inconsistency, right? So the crown chakra is cluttered, right? Two of Pentacles, too much, can't make a decision, indecision. It's funny because here in the bottom, indecisions here. So I use my intuition in all aspects of life, and so this is about really balancing out our crown, reducing the noise, right? Because that channel message, mental clutter, needing to think things through. This is a thinking things through right now, obviously. And there you are in the bottom, the King of Wands, right? Aries, Leo, Sag here. So this is about thinking things through. So give me more on this cornucopia here, Spirit. Wow. Yeah, the shadows, the moon, right? There's the limitations, the moon, there's so much illusions and justice. Things need to be brought in order. And there goes that main energy, the Hermit, the nine, right? Like I said, which we have the Nine of Pentacles. So you're very much in yourself right now. And there's a need to be in the self, to really tap more into the shadow aspects of where the void is. What is it that's hidden? What is it that's not being dealt with? Spirit, give me more on this cornucopia. That's affecting your wow. I mean, justice comes right back out. And there goes that Emperor energy of taking the lead. This is also about grounding. And there goes Miss Empress, right? So here we have a balance. For some of you, this could be interference with a connection that's clouding. And so feeling a void in your marriage, in your relationships, lack of relationships, but there's a void of not having a match, someone in alignment with you. But this is energetically separate from it being the people, right? Energetically, the flow. That's why I said the Empress energy is important here. And the Emperor energy combined, of course, taking the lead of that flow, bringing order, because the Emperor energy in the energy brings order back. And the moon is the emotions, which is feminine energy, but dealing with what is, the illusion. So this is facing shadows, right? That's why I said that channel message, facing shadows, rejuvenate your energy. And so this is the cornucopia to rejuvenate your life force and lighten things up and really tap into your Empress and Emperor energy to bring that order back into the self, right? So Spirit, give me more on this Nine of Pentacles here, material harvest. And here they go again. So, I mean, very important to embody these energies, Sagittarius. So we have the Queen of Swords, and I love it. We have the World and the Star. And this is a need to get clear with the Queen of Swords. Also, I want to point out the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords, gender side, you guys, is the widower and the widow of the card, the singles usually of the card. And this is about clarity within the self. Also, this is how you are redefining your world with the world, right? Another cycle and the outer world in your life. And so this does feel like an evaluation, right, of the physical things in your life and how it's going to shift. And with the star, it's healing, but also this is your North Star. This is aligning you to what you truly want, and whatever those dreams are, changing locations, moving to another state, just job opportunities, maybe ventures, allowing this transmutation to happen in your life, transforming, to shift, to bring this order back into your life. So Spirit, give me more on this death energy. There goes the Five of Swords. Give me more on the death, please. And there goes that 6. I've been saying there's a lot about 5s and 6 with a lot of the energies this month. And so the death energy has to do with transmuting these 5 and 6 energies. And so this is, feeling that mental battle of the void, right? Defeated, exhausted, right? And just harmonizing your energy. It's like you have to release that mental clutter, because the 5 of Swords, the swords are about the mind. And so whatever is feeling you, whatever is making you feel defeated, right, in the mind, you need to kind of release that mental color, causing the mental clutter. And so it's about thinking things through in this death energy and just letting go, and just harmonizing your energy. And again, 6 is about flow, and releasing any deceptions in the mind as well, and anyone who is deceptive in your environment as well too. So Spirit, give me more on this waiting game for Sag. Why is the waiting game here? So it's going to take time. This is why divine timing is here. So you have the Knight of Pentacles, and we all know this is the most slowest moving knight. But what's great about it, it's the Knight of Pentacles, because it is a transformative space. And so it's going to take time, not at ego's time, right? With the divine timing here being, if a goal isn't manifesting fast enough according to your ego, be patient and trust the universal process. And so here you have the Knight of Pentacles with the Temperance, again with patience. And then it's universal process, which is in the spiritual realm and the unseen with the Temperance. There's just things in the back end that are being cleared, because also you're being cleared of things. So this is a moving through, and it takes time for the justice to take order in that space. It's not an overnight process. So this is obviously a waiting game. This is talking about being patient, trusting your intuition, but also not clouding that intuition with the Nine of Swords. Being mindful of what's in our thoughts, right? And just clearing away, and again having faith, because things are actually, what I'm seeing here is things are being brought into order no matter what. So let's move here to your spiritual, which is a lot. So we have woman holding a heart and adjacent possibilities. And adjacent possibilities is just the opportunities. There's a lot again, to me, I'm finding it similar to this Two of Pentacles. And so this is really tapping into your heart in your spiritual realm and really understanding what you want. I feel with this four of cups and the Chariot is a discontent with the timing because things are moving slow. They're probably not moving fast enough. The Chariot is fast, it's a fast movement, it's change, really quick, drastic, taking action. But the progression is very slow. But do keep in mind, Magician energies here is one, it has to do with oneness, and this is a manifestation stage, right? So the law of attraction with this, it's also about transmuting, and so this is still the self. So there's things about yourself that also need to change with that depth and the awareness, is that it needs to change within yourself first, right? Not allowing yourself to get trapped in fear, or just mentally trapped, I feel, right? And being impatient with this Five of Pentacles, right? And just, there's a lot of the shadows, there's rejuvenation of your energy required. So there's a discontent with timing, I feel. For some of you, it's probably just timing. And not allowing your mind to take too much, playing it more by your heart, which is, again, is that Empress energy flow. In this card is also the number 4, which is the Emperor energy, taking the lead of that and trusting your gut more. So it's being more in that heart energy and also that Emperor energy. So let's see, woman holding a heart here, Spirit. Give me more on this woman holding a heart. So here we go again, 9 of Pentacles with the Ace of Swords. Again, this is just tapping into what, again, yourself, 3D, getting clear. This is a lot of clarity. It's going to take patience for you to really tap into what you want, what your soul wants, patience, which with the Temperance, and there goes that Fool's energy, right? To start over. The starting over will take time, but it's here. Just know it's here, Sag, because this really isn't this is a co-creating space. So Spirit, you're working with Spirit, but mentally you have to work with Spirit. That's where faith comes in, because if there's no faith, then you're working against the universe as well. Spirit, give me more on this adjacent possibilities. Give me more on this adjacent possibilities. There goes that Moon again. So here we are, Moon's in the same level here of energies. This is about your happiness, but knowing your options and releasing the illusions, right? So we have a lot of mirroring energy showing up here. We're gonna pull here for the Chariot. I mean, there goes the Emperor did show up. There goes that Order again, the Fool, the Three of Swords. But I'm putting them back. But it's because Spirit is now going to just repeat to me the energy. Here we go with the Temperance again, the Patience. And that's clarifying the Chariot, because there is, like I said, the discontent with the movement. It's not moving. Things are not shifting fast enough. This void space is teaching you a lesson, because what's happening in the void, when Spirit does things and kind of slows things down, and do keep in mind retrograde energy brings discomfort, because we're retrograde in Saturn, and it has everything to do with the number 4, right? Our solid ground, Capricorn energy, but it's on actually Aquarius, but Saturn is the ruling planet of Capricorn. And so this is bringing order back in our life. And so there is a space right now. It's just a space where you're gaining, and shifting perception here. And things just kind of have to be for a while. So give me more of this discontent and boredom. Oh, geez, Sag. Yeah, and here we go again. I mean, I really feel like this is going to be the same message throughout. Here goes the 8 of Swords, the frustration, 8 of Wands, wanting this new beginning. Sag, it's here, okay? You're just this is about having faith, because this new beginning's here. You have what it takes to get here. It's I just feel a really big impatience with this energy. This Ace of Pentacles keeps showing up in the bottom. But this impatience, a new beginning is here. You just have to get out of your own way, your own head, and allow things to flow. Give me more of this awareness. Page of Swords, which obviously this is, to me, this is clarity and knowing. This is also apprenticeship. So the Page of Swords is always learning. Hierophant in the bottom, there goes that rigid stance. This is about coming out of that comfort zone that I said again. No more rigidness. So the Page of Swords ventures out into new awareness to expand its mind. So it's steps, right? Because it's a page. So it's about really allowing in this attraction, allowing new perceptions, new ways of thinking, along with what you've learned, because the Magician is already along with the tools you already have. There's growth needing place here, and that's what this energy feels like. So I'm going to do this trapped in fear and material. Five of Pentacles combined. Spirit, what is this trapped in fear and Five of Pentacles? There goes that Queen of Swords again. You know, and then there goes that Empress in the bottom. So, Sag. And I'm not going to clarify the heart, because I already know that's Empress energy, because I don't want to beat this down anymore. But we're seeing the same cards here. And in this time alone, you know, the Queen of Swords can be very rigid, right? King, Queen of Swords can be very rigid, and they can get stuck. Why? Because this is about self-preservation. So when it's a little bit distorted in this energy, so much self-preservation happens, and they are valid for it. But remember, it can limit your growth when you're too stuck. So with this Page of Swords, this is where the expansion needs to come in. This Empress energy needs to come in, where now it's time to flow and trust that, you know what, you've learned. You have to trust yourself here, right? That's why the Queen of Cups is here. Like, you have to trust your emotions and yourself in this space of everything you've learned. You're not going to repeat things. Things won't go back to the way they used to be, whatever that is for you. And this is about learning to communicate too. So this is just a space of communicating that properly, and knowing to shift it when it's ready to shift. So, I mean, overall, I think you guys know. I think this could be just a little hiccup for some of you. And there's just an expansion of yourself needing here, where you are working with the universe and not losing faith with the timing of things. So let's see what the major arcana for you is for the month of July. Here we go with that Justice again. Fair decisions. Your angels are aware that you have concerns, right? They're aware, clearly aware. But be assured that there's nothing to worry about. Stand your ground and know that heaven is shining its divine light upon the situation, and all is being healed. Take the time to review all the details thoroughly. Forgiveness will bring peace to everyone involved. And so this is about releasing, again, no long holding on, right? That's why that channel message, letting go is necessary, because justice is here. Order will be back. It's just blocking what's to come. And so this space is really to allow the flow to just happen. Yeah, as I say this, your guidance here. Surrender. The situation asks you to surrender to divine plan. Again, divine timing. Let go of control and watch your life return to a state of peace, a peaceful state. Facing fears, right? That facing shadows rejuvenate your energy. You are running, but you can't hide. It's time to go within and face what you fear, what is holding you back, and living your best life. You're the only one who can. It starts with you and ends with you, and changes. A wind of change is breathing through your life. A new path is unfolding for you. Believe in yourself and stay strong, because it could be a rocky time. sit back and enjoy the ride. So this is a surrendering space to really allow yourself to just go with the flow right now. So we're going to close this reading, Sag, with the three sound healings, and allow your body to kind of now receive what you've received. Also release what you don't. You're not forced, again, free will. You're not forced to take anything you don't want, but tap into yourself and allow the energies to help you transmute from here on forward. So Sag, I'll leave it right there. I love you, Sag. Please like, share, subscribe. Click that bell button if you enjoyed my frequency. But with that said, live always relentlessly in striving aspiration. This is the evolution of your soul, and I'm here to nurture you. Until next message. Bye.